Dallas, getting ready for an event out there. I'm obviously here in Houston, so we're excited to be here in studio. I want to talk about a couple of different things today as it relates to real estate as a business. One of the things that we talk about in our weekend retreat, and whenever I can get in front of folks for a few hours, is to talk about two things that most people want in real estate. And that is, do they want a real estate business or do they want to invest in real estate? Those are two totally different things. Completely different ideas. If you're looking to invest in real estate, you're just exposing your portfolio, your net worth to real estate. I mean, that's not really any big deal. You can go buy a REIT, you can go in any of these publicly traded whatever and buy those things. Although it looks like the retail REITs are getting hammered right now. Might want to stay away from those. If you've got a high enough net worth, you could go in and invest with a hedge fund. Or you're going to build real estate as a business. Those are two totally different things. If you just want to buy a handful of rental properties, you go out and do that. That's not real hard. And to be quite honest with you, if I were starting all over again, and I wanted to go out and buy 2 or 3 rental properties a year, I'd go find a neighborhood I like that cash flows, meaning if I had a 30-year fixed rate mortgage and I could cash flow a couple $100 a month, I'd go into that neighborhood, I'd put 20% down, and I'd buy a rental property. And I'd buy 2 or 3 a year just like that. You don't need a guru or 9,000 hours of real estate training to go buy a couple of rental properties a year. You just don't. In fact, a lot of my friends and family will approach me and say, "Hey, Jason, I just want to buy, a couple of rental properties a year. You got like a book or something you could recommend? I'll have a property management company like Property Care manage it. I'm not looking to build this huge empire. So what could you recommend?" And it's really tough because I don't want to send them to some real estate education seminar that's going to sell them a bunch of stuff when the reality is all they need to do is buy a rental property a year and then send it to a property management company to manage it. However, what ultimately happens is when you sit down with somebody and go, "Hey, what are you trying to do?" "Well, I'd like to retire in 5 years or 3 years. I'd like to do real estate full time." At that point, you're not doing real estate as investment. You're in real estate as a business. And that's a whole nother level. If you listen to this radio show, this is really not a radio show about real estate. I hope I'm not breaking anybody's heart with that. If you haven't picked up on it yet, we've been on the radio for about a year now. In fact, I'll give you a wild statistic. There are some changes that are coming up here in this radio show in June. I was looking at just our Facebook statistics. In a 7-day period, in fact, in the last 7 days, just on Facebook, our Right Path Real Estate Facebook page, folks have visited our Facebook page and consumed 100 hours of content in 7 days. We have thousands of people that are watching our videos. And I'll tell you why. This show is not about real estate. It's about running a business. we were so busy, we really didn't get to celebrate our 1-year anniversary in February since we started Right Path Real Estate. But I'll tell you a little bit of the backstory. One of the things Tom and I were worried about when we started Right Path is that we weren't going to teach real estate education how can I put this? The running up and down the hallway, clapping and singing and dancing and, the motivational quotes on the wall and just running around doing silly stuff. We were going to teach real estate education the way we run our real estate business, in that we're going to teach business principles. Most every real estate education company out there teaches the transaction of real estate. What document do you use to put a property in a contract? How do you sign a contract? What does a promissory note look like? How do you raise money? What do the documentation look like? What do the closing documents look like? How do you close? Who schedules it? What's on a title commitment? And don't get me wrong, it's important. The transaction of the business is important. But I can sit down and explain to you how to do a real estate deal in about 30 minutes. What most people miss, and the reason that 97% of real estate investors fail, is they never learn how to run a business. The business is the important part. Let's look at a company like Apple. Apple only makes a handful of products. Does Apple actually make the phone? Does Apple make the watch? Do they make their laptops? They don't. That's a subcontractor that makes it. With one exception, and that is the Mac Pro, which are actually built in Austin at their facility there. They don't build them. They don't. Why? There's no money in building the phones. There isn't. There's no money in building the watch. There's no money in building the MacBook. Well, why are they so wealthy? I think they have something like $250 billion in cash. Well, where'd all that money come from? The real question you need to ask yourself is, where did they create the value?
2 minutes.
And they created the value in the software. There's no money in the real estate transaction. Most of the people that listen to this radio show and show up at our weekend retreats are folks who have bought real estate education somewhere else. And they've realized they're missing something. And I'll tell you what they're missing. They were taught how to build the phone, to build the watch, to build the laptop. But they were never taught how to build the software. I hear all the time, Jason, I got all these systems in my business. What's the system? What systems do you have in your business? Well, I signed up for this coaching and I got a 70-pound 3-ring binder, and this is my business in a box. You know what our real estate businesses run on? 4 sheets of paper. One is double-sided.
1 minute.
This business is really not very complex. It's not. It's real simple. And most people were taught how to do the transaction and were not taught how to build a business. That's what our weekend retreat is. In fact, we share with everyone, I hate to tell you guys, you're not in real estate. You're in a sales and marketing business. We get back from the break. I'm going to continue to make the distinction between real estate as an investment and real estate as a business. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Hey guys, something is goofed up with Wirecast. I'm going to try and fix it, and I hope I don't delete
Investor
anything.
loans offering up to
But it's
100%
got the wrong
financing are
titles
still
on here.
available. You just have to know where to look. Look no further than Noble Mortgage. Noble Mortgage
Oh,
is
no,
a
there it goes.
full-service mortgage company that's been helping
Does that work?
investors since 2003. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing to investors that covers purchase, repairs, and closing costs. In addition to private money, Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and
Oh, you
even
fixed it. Thanks, Andy.
no-income documentation loans for
I had
both
it saved on
residential
Wirecast, but
and
when it
commercial
posted, it
properties.
came up
Call
as
and ask
yesterday's
about our
show.
5-point guarantee, which includes free pre-qualifications within 2 business days. Call 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com. Our team has over 50 years experience in the mortgage industry. Call us today, 713-680-8100, or visit us on the web, noblemoney.com, noblemoney.com.
NMLS 292143. Houston, Texas 77070.
Are you an active real estate investor? If so, a real estate attorney is a crucial member to add to your team. Contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120. Ehlert Law serves clients in real estate and business law with principal offices in Houston and their acquisitions and dispositions. We are equipped to serve you in your residential and commercial real estate law needs. Contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120. We draft and review docs and structured transactions and represent you in disputes and litigation. Or choose one of our transaction packages to cover your sub-2, wholesale, wraps, or private financing deals. Our business and commercial services include business contracts, entity formations, and business consultations. If you need a reliable, dedicated firm to serve on your team, contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120. 346-231-1120. Paid for by Gerald Ehlert, Principal Offices in Houston, not board certified by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization.
If you have cracks in your walls, ceilings, or floors, you may have a foundation leveling
minutes.
problem.
Okay.
Do you have doors that stick or just won't open right? Maybe you have gaps in the bricks of your fireplace. You need Green Tree Foundation Leveling, a fast, high-quality foundation leveling company based here in Houston. They know how hot it gets on the Gulf Coast. High summer temperatures, heavy rainfall, and clay-rich soils are leading causes of foundation cracks. If you have a cracked slab or a shifting foundation, call Green Tree Foundation Leveling at 832-329-1687. How old is your house? Many older homes in our area require foundation repairs simply because of our climate and soil conditions. Green Tree Foundation Leveling provides free estimates within 24 hours. They repair concrete slab foundations and pier and beam homes too. The experts at Green Tree Foundation Leveling work fast and offer competitive rates, even a lifetime transferable warranty. Call 832-329-1687 to schedule an appointment with Green Tree Foundation Leveling.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property?
I sure
Then
am.
call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
What's going on, guys?
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects,
30 seconds.
which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
This is
All right,
Business
Jay, stand
1110.
by. Hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. It's just me in the studio today. Unsupervised. Well, Nikki's here, so she'll keep me in check. So I'm talking about the difference between real estate as an investment and real estate as a business. Most people come into this business thinking they want to be real estate investors. Let me show you what that looks like. We've worked with a lot of investors around the country. And you'll hear somebody that says, Jason, I want to retire in 5 years. Great. But let's back up for a second. How long have you been employed in the workforce post-baccalaureate, meaning after you graduated from college? Well, I've been working for about 25 years. Great. And now you want to start a new career in a new field and retire in 5. Yes, that's what I want to do. Great. How do you plan on doing that? Well, I've got about $100,000 saved up, or maybe 200,000, 300,000, whatever the number is. And I want to buy enough rental properties to where I can retire. Okay. How are you going to acquire those rental properties? Well, I think I'm going to work with wholesalers and buy some properties on MLS. Great. Here's the reality of what's going on in Houston and in Dallas. Now, our show broadcasts in Dallas, so this will be relevant for those of y'all in Houston and Dallas, but I know we have a lot of people that listen nationally. So let me tell you what's going on here in Texas. If you are not sourcing your own deals, you're going through wholesalers and on MLS, you are going to be somewhere between $15,000 and $30,000 out of pocket to buy a deal. Let's call it 20 grand to make the math easy. If you've got $200,000, you'll be able to get into 10 rental properties that probably cash flow about $500. So you're going to make about $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year with those $200,000, with that $200,000 in, quote, invested in real estate. Now, if you listen to business radio or our radio show, I'm absolutely positive that you probably make, or your household makes, more than $60,000 a year. So $5 grand a month ain't going to cut it for retirement. Let's just be real honest about it. So what does that mean? You either have to find more cash to get into more deals, or you have to change your strategy from being a real estate investor to being a real estate business owner. I hear this stat thrown out all the time, but the way it's interpreted is incorrect. And that is, the vast majority of wealth in this country was built with businesses and real estate. That's true. But when you're investing in real estate, you're not running a business. That is absolutely true. Here's how I can tell you you're not running a business. If it takes $200,000 in seed capital to make $60,000, that means you'll have to generate another $200,000 to make $60,000. Meaning you're running a $140,000 deficit. I want to make sure everybody catches that, because this is something a lot of landlords are taught, or let me put it this way. It's talked about in real estate seminars, but most landlords miss. As a landlord, you're not generating enough cash to acquire the next asset because you're not running a business anymore. You need to generate enough cash to continue to acquire more assets. I'm not downplaying that $5,000 a month is an insignificant sum of money. However, I know this audience pretty well, and $5 grand a month ain't gonna cut it. It's just not. You need to generate more cash from your business operations in order to grow your business. The minute your business stops growing, you don't have a business anymore. If you just want to buy a couple rental properties a year, great. Go out and buy a couple rental properties a year. You can be a member of our real estate investment club. You can come to our weekend retreat. Learn all kinds of great things about real estate. But if you want to build a real estate business, that's a whole nother level. That's coming to our weekend retreat and where we interview folks for our mastermind program. Got a text message yesterday from one of the guys that's in a small market here in Texas. He's actually down in Corpus. About 200,000 folks in that market. I think he's on deal number 2 or number 3. Sends me a text. We've been working on a new marketing program for his market in Corpus. Sends me a text, says, hey man, I got a deal today. Great. Like I said, I think it's number 3 or 4 for him. Last night I'm at the house. Get another text. Hey, I got another deal. And I was like, well, wait a second. Is that a repeat from the text? You ever notice sometimes you'll get 2 texts, the same text twice at different times? So I sent him a note back. I said, did you get 2 today? He said, yeah, I bought 2 houses today. Because he's implementing a marketing and sales strategy to buy more deals. That's what he's doing. He's not combing MLS, working with agents, trying to piece together some deal, and he's not $20,000 out of pocket. If you want to build a real portfolio, more than just a handful of houses, you're going to need some training on how to run a business. That's what we do. Our tagline is practical real estate investing. This isn't some seminar to get you all hyped up to run up and down the stage and run to the back of the room and sign up for more seminars. This is business consulting. These are serious meetings because we're building a business. If you flip 4 $250,000 houses this year, which flipping 4 houses in a year is not exactly setting the world of work on fire. I'll just tell you that right now. That's 1 a quarter. I mean, that's not real hard. If you flip 4 $250,000 houses, that's $1 million business. If you buy 10 rental properties worth $150,000, that's a $1.5 million operation. Are you giving it the attention and the seriousness that $1 million business deserves? I'll go back to the start of the show. When Tom and I first started, I honestly thought this show would not take off and our real estate education wouldn't take off. Because the only thing we're preaching from the radio every day is, hey, there are great returns out there, but it's going to take some hard work. You're not going to get something for nothing. That's the reality of success. I don't care where you're at. I don't care if you're building an e-commerce website. I don't care if you're doing real estate, if you're doing a multi-level network marketing thing. All of it is going to take work. It's absolutely going to take work. However, I will tell you this. We figured the science and art of real estate. And what do I mean by that? We know the science of where to buy properties. We know the science of making an offer, of raising capital, in most parts, debt financing. We know the science of buying that deal, managing the transaction. We know the art of dealing with people, managing people. It's the art and the science of success in real estate. And I can tell you, I've signed up for all this real estate education in the past. Nobody explains that. They could teach you the transaction. Yeah, fill out this contract, take it to the title company, give them your earnest money. When's the date that we're going to close? go to your hard money lender. They send the docs over. You close on the deal. All of that stuff is easy. It really is. I read stuff online all the time. My favorite thing I read from people is, yeah, you could totally learn all this stuff from a book. Yeah, no, you can't. I can tell you, you absolutely cannot. It's kind of like, oh, you could learn everything about medical school by reading a book. You can, but that doesn't make you a doctor. That doesn't make you a practitioner of the trade.
2 minutes.
I can go through and read all the books from the guys up at Texas A&M and their petroleum engineering program, but that doesn't make me a practitioner in oil and gas exploration. It doesn't make me a geologist. To be a practitioner, you've got to work with other folks that are engaged in the trade of real estate.
1 minute.
Unfortunately, most real estate networking events, people who are actually practicing in the trade of real estate are far and few between. That's what we found. We found a lot of people teaching real estate education that either A, don't do it, or B, haven't done it in so long, or C, they've never done it right with any amount of volume that really built a business. We get back from the break. We're going to talk more about real estate versus an investment versus real estate as a business. This is Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive
Cancel the
investor
DJ.
package.
Andy, I thought you were
Call
the
us
DJ.
And let us show you
We'll get
what
you some
we
ones
can
and
do for you.
twos. Wicka, wicka, wicka. The back of the room.
281-569-4353. That's
I don't know who that
281-569-4353.
I'm on the radio.
Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Junk King is your full-service junk and clutter removal solution. You just point, and we will do all of the work. Junk and clutter can be appliances, furniture, yard waste, trash, construction or remodeling debris, items left by former tenants, or anything you wish to dispose of that does not require a permit for hauling. Apartment, attic, garage, and office cleanouts or yard cleanups. We even assist with tenant evictions where law enforcement is present. Our courteous, uniformed, and professionally trained teams provide you with free estimates. We will beat any comparable competitor's written quote, and we even sweep up after every job at no additional cost. Junk King is the greenest junk hauling service in North America. We donate, recycle, repurpose, and reuse as much as possible from every load, and we are averaging 60 to 80% nationwide. Fully insured, Junk King would love the opportunity to showcase our services and earn your business. 1-888-888-JUNK.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the loan process. My team believes in putting people and culture before results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have
1
the
minute.
energy to make this your best home purchase ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team at Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer.legacymutual.com or call 713-579-3611. Again, Jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
Investor Loan Source is Houston's premier investor loan company. Our products and approval process are unique in the Houston marketplace. First of all, we loan based on the asset alone. That means no credit minimums, no income requirements, and no reserve minimums. Second, we have short-term loans for fix and flips and several long-term options for rental properties. Since we're asset-based lenders, everyone is approved. Check out Investor Loan Source at ILS.com.
All right, we're coming back. Jay, don't forget to give out the phone number.
Oh, okay. Oops.
It's all good.
This is business.
All right, hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. 713-785-1817. Talking about the difference between real estate investing as a business, or real estate investing versus real estate as a business. If you want to buy a handful of rental properties, it's totally easy. It really is super simple. You just go find an area of town that you like, property that'll cash flow. It's a really easy calculation. Go ahead and put 20% down on that house. And then just rent it out. There's really no reason to do, attempt to perm, hard money loan to long-term financing with a big rehab if you're going to be $20,000 out of pocket. It doesn't make sense. Just go buy the house and put it back on, put a tenant in there, and you're off to the races. Problem is if you want to do more than about 10 of those. If you want to do a number of those things and you want your business to generate enough cash flow so that you can continue to buy properties. In other words, you're not having to continue to deploy your capital back into the business. Then you need to come up with a real business plan. You got to do a little marketing. You got to make offers to sellers. You got to have the right financing in place. That's essentially what we teach. How do we go out there and consistently acquire assets? The real difference between a professional and an amateur is consistency. That's really the real difference. Professionals are consistent. The marketing always goes out. We're always meeting with sellers. We're always networking. We're always looking at ways to improve our processes, systems in our business. And we're always growing. Most amateurs do one thing. It works for a little while. Then all of a sudden they stop buying properties. I hear it all the time. I'll be at a big networking event next week. There will be 1,000 people there. And I'm not exaggerating. It'll be almost 1,000 people there. One of the largest networking events probably in the country that happens monthly, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know of one bigger. Let me put it that way. Be 1,000 people there. And 700 of them will either be new or I'll have this conversation. It'll go just like this. Hey, what's your name? I'm Jason. What's your name? Bob. Great, Bob. What do you do? Well, I bought some rental properties, done some flips, and done a couple wholesale deals. How many deals did you buy this year? None. Bob, you realize it's May, right? I mean, we're 5 months into the year. You haven't bought any houses yet? No. Did you buy any last year? Well, I did one flip last year in January. Uh-huh. So what's your marketing and sales pipeline look like to bring in fresh leads and new deals? What do you mean marketing and sales pipeline? I just sit at my office all day waiting for a wholesaler to send me an email with a deal that meets my criteria. Oh, so you're waiting for somebody else to help you grow your business. I got it. Does that describe an amateur investor or a professional? A lot of people think it has something to do with volume. Like if you do 100 houses a year, you're a professional. And if you do like 5 a year, you're an amateur. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with consistency. Are you consistent in this business? I see a lot of amateur landlords, and I hear this story, and I'll hear it next week. Oh, man, Jason, this market. I've been hearing a lot from the DFW folks. Oh, Jason, you understand. This market is just so hard. I bought like 4 or 5 houses in 2012, and I haven't bought any more houses. Wait a second. You've been going to networking events for 5 years now, and you haven't bought a house. That is incredibly heartbreaking. You've thrown away 5 years of your life, and you have not grown your business. Oh, but you don't understand. You don't understand. This market is so tough. Well, how are we getting deals? How are the folks in our mastermind group getting deals? Oh, but you don't understand. It's just so hard out there. Yeah, I understand. I've got 100 and some odd billboards around Houston. I know what it takes to be successful in this market. How much marketing did you do last year? Oh, Jason, I didn't do any. But I've gone to all these networking events. Most people go to networking events like they went to middle school dances. They stand there in one corner next to all their friends, kind of swaying back and forth, and they don't move. Jason, I've been to networking events for 5 years now, and I just hadn't found a deal. Well, at some point, you're going to have to muster up the courage and go ask that girl in the other side of the dance floor whether she's a wholesaler and she's selling some deals. You're going to have to muster up the courage to go to the other side of the dance floor to find a capital partner or a possible lender. And then you're going to have to go to the other side of the dance floor and talk to the rehabbers and the other vendors. If you are in this business long enough, even doing the wrong activity, you will eventually just run into a deal. But you've got to be working. The difference between those that are professionals and those that are amateurs is consistency. If you want to buy 4 houses a year, great. What are you doing to buy 1 house a quarter? What are you doing every day to meet that goal? Guys, it's May. How many of y'all signed up for real estate education in January and haven't bought a deal? In fact, next month will be June. If you started real estate education in January and you haven't bought a deal by June, something is incredibly wrong. Is it consistency in action? Have we been consistent in our marketing? Have we been consistent in making offers? Can you honestly say that? Have you been tracking it? Most businesses don't track. We talked about this at the weekend retreat. My job for the last 15 years, when I was both in the public and private sector, was tracking stuff. I used to put numbers in boxes. That was my job. How many offers you made? How many deals do you have under contract? I was the risk manager. So what I used to track is I had workers' comp. That was one of my big metrics. How many near misses do we have? How many first reports of injury were filled out? Of those folks that got hurt, what are the costs? How long have they been out? What things do we need to put into our operating procedures to ensure that doesn't happen again in the future? I put numbers in boxes. That's all I did. What was amazing is I signed up for all this real estate education, and they used to tell me crazy stuff like, we'll just put some offers out on MLS. Or go work with these special real estate agents that are going to get you deals. And then one day I wised up and I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, I don't run my business like this. I was working in businesses, very mature businesses, and we don't run our business like this. Why are they teaching real estate education like this? This is ridiculous. It doesn't work. That's one of the reasons why 97% of real estate investors fail. Real estate education teaches people every step of the process. They're teaching you how to build a car before Henry Ford invented the assembly line.
2 minutes.
How many deals do you guys think I could get done if I was the guy that was licking the stamps, that was going out and meet with sellers, that was then getting contracts signed, that was putting the money together, that was out managing the rehab, then that was out trying to sell the house when the rehab is finished, and then I had to go on and look for the next deal? How many houses a year do you think you could do doing that? Not a whole lot. That's why we've got radio show sponsors. That's why we have a vendor program. You've got to build competent professionals that are really good at this one thing. Quest IRA was on yesterday. Really good at self-direction. IRAs, HSA. Coverdell accounts, Benchmark. Really good at insurance.
1 minute.
Fast Track. Phenomenal rehabbers. I don't go out to a job site that Fast Track is doing unless I'm going to shoot a Facebook Live video just for people to follow along online. Otherwise, I don't ever go out. That's what you hire a professional contractor for. But the problem is that real estate education teaches how to do each step and that you should do each step. And you're literally working on information that's 100 years old. We get back from the break. I'm going to sum up real estate investing versus real estate as a business. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary peer work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed
Looks
engineer.
like we're about to teach a real
Remember to
estate
check
attorney some
before ever
lessons.
repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.?
Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
Virtuoso Graphics is not your ordinary sign shop. We are your one-stop shop for all your signage and graphics needs. We are located in the Galleria area and have been in business for over 13 years. We offer a wide variety of signage products, including Bandit, aluminum, and ADA compliant signs to 3D letters. Need something printed? We can get that done too. From outdoor banners to business cards and anything in between.
Excellent.
Take advantage of our laser engraving services. We can custom engrave on many products available through our catalogs or your own personal items. From large orders to small, we can accommodate your specific needs. We pride ourselves on customer service and work one-on-one with customers to make sure they get a good quality product. Come view our showroom to browse our many samples to get you inspired. Want your business to get noticed? Give us a call at 713-623-4425 or visit our website at virtuoso-graphics.com.
Looks like we're about to teach an attorney about a memorandum of contract. This is going to be fun.
Investor Loan Source is Houston's premier investor loan company. Our products and approval process are unique in the Houston marketplace. First of all, we loan based on the asset alone. That means no credit minimums, no income requirements, and no reserve minimums. Second, we have short-term loans for fix and flips and several long-term options for rental properties. Since we're asset-based lenders, everyone is approved. Check out Investor Loan Source.
All right, Mr. Bible, we got 5 seconds.
That's ILS.cash.
This is Business 1110.
All right, Jay, hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. I really want to emphasize the difference between being a real estate investor and being a business owner. If you want to be a real estate investor and buy a couple little rental properties a year, great. Nothing wrong with that. One of my favorite strategies for buy and hold landlords is buy them, put them on 15-year notes, buy like 1 or 2 houses a year, put them on 15-year notes. Depending on how the market is doing between year 7 and year 9, you sell half the portfolio and pay off the other half. I have never been a big fan of long-term rentals with a bunch of leverage on them, and I'll tell you why. Here's the little dirty secret that's going on in the landlord world right now. If people who are telling you to buy single-family houses as rentals, I know landlords are getting killed right now on the rising values. In other words, a house they bought 3 years ago that was worth $120 is now worth $160,000, $170,000. Insurance increases, and so do taxes. Remember here in Texas, our property taxes is really what funds the government. So as property taxes rise, it goes right to the bottom line, cuts into your cash flow. So if you bought properties that were $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 a month rents that are now worth $160,000, $170,000, $180,000 houses, it might be time to sell and reevaluate your portfolio. Because the reality is that your taxes and insurance have gone up substantially. It would not surprise me if cash flow in the last 5 years has been cut in half. Remember, this is cash flow with leverage on it, usually somewhere between 70 and 80% leveraged at the time you purchase the property. So taxes and insurance are cutting into that cash flow. Wouldn't surprise me if cash flows have dropped somewhere between 30 and 50% in the last 5 years.
2 minutes.
Now, I realize that lease rates have also increased, but I'd love for you to take a look at your pro forma and also your historic financials and see where that cash flow is at. We're seeing it. Let me put it that way. It's inevitable. It happens in a rising market. However, I'll go back to the landlord piece. If you just want to buy a handful of rental properties, put them on 15-year notes. When the market appreciates, sell half, pay off the other half, and you got 5, 10, 15 of these things, if you've done it right, that are free and clear. Great way to retire. Great way to retire without having to do a heck of a lot of work. Now, for the rest of us who really want to build something that we can pass on, a legacy. You want to talk about legacy? Put together a monster real estate portfolio that can be privately managed. It's hard for your kids to just go out and liquidate all the assets and then spend it. Got a lot of money, you don't want to pass on that cash. Trust me. Got a lot of real estate, makes a lot of sense.
1 minute.
You want to pass on a legacy of 40, 50, 100 houses, and as the market collapses in multifamily, maybe even 1,000 doors of multifamily, that starts making a lot of sense. But guess what? You got to run it like a business. I haven't met anyone yet that's willing to write a check for 100 rental properties.
30 seconds.
Without leverage. So even if you got $10 million, probably want to go ahead and learn how to run this like a business. How do you
20 seconds.
consistently get deals? Thanks for listening to the show, folks. I will be on with Daryl Dyke of Noble Mortgage tomorrow. So I'll see you guys bright-eyed, bushy-tailed at 9 a.m. This is Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off. Hey, Jay.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. Oops.
You've been listening to Right
Can you hear
Path
me?
Real
Yeah, I can hear you.
Estate Radio.
All right, cool. Hey, like I keep it went out today for like 3 seconds.
I
like,
heard
on my side.
I heard the commercial drop.
No, it was during you talking.
Oh, it was when I was talking.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, I mean, it'll be fine when I send it to Dallas. I'll fix it.
Mhm.
But just FYI, it went out. I'm not for sure if it's on my end or your end, but I'll email